Can you believe it, darling? Our first night as newlyweds, surrounded by nothing but the sea and stars.
It's absolutely perfect, though I must admit, I'm a bit nervous. It's absolutely perfect, though I must admit, I'm a bit nervous. It's been a while since we've had a moment alone like this.
Just like old times. But better now that we're finally together again.
Remember our first date at the marine biology lab?
Sophie turns to Bella, her eyes filled with love and desire. You know, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, she says, her voice barely above a whisper.
Bella smiles, her eyes shining with the same emotion. Me too, Sophie. I've been waiting for this moment since the day I met you, she says, her voice filled with emotion.
Sophie takes a deep breath, her eyes never leaving Bella's. I want you, Bella. I want to make love to you, she says, her voice filled with confidence and desire.
Bella's breath hitches, her eyes widening slightly at Sophie's words. I want you too, Sophie, more than anything, she says, her voice filled with love and desire.
Sophie pulls back from the kiss, her eyes dark with desire. I want to feel you, Bella. I want to feel you around me, she says, her voice filled with need.
Bella nods, her cheeks flushed with arousal. Yes, Sophie. I want to feel you too, she says, her voice barely above a whisper.
Sophie moans, her head falling back as she feels Bella's body against hers. Oh, Bella, you feel so good, she says, her voice filled with pleasure.
Bella moans, her hands gripping Sophie's hips as she feels Sophie moving against her. Yes,
Sophie gasps, her body trembling as she feels her orgasm building. I'm close, Bella. I'm so...
Bella moans, her body trembling with her own impending orgasm. Yes, Sophie, come for me, come with me, she says, her voice filled with need.
Sophie collapses onto Bella, her body still trembling with the aftershocks of her orgasm. Oh, Bella. I love you, she says, her voice filled with emotion.
Bella smiles, her eyes shining with love. I love you too, Sophie. More than anything, she says, her voice. Bella smiles, her eyes shining with love. I love you too, Sophie. More than anything, she says, her voice filled with emotion.
Sophie sighs contentedly, nuzzling into Bella's embrace. As much as I'd love to stay here forever, we should probably head back to check on the girls and our grandbabies.
You're right, darling. Though I must say, this honeymoon has been absolutely divine, Bella says with a wink. Who knew we'd be having such adventures at our age?
You know, I've been feeling a bit different lately. Do you think? Sophie trails off, biting her lip nervously.
Bella's eyes widen, a hand flying to her own stomach. Oh my, I've been feeling the same way. You don't suppose?
Moms, you're back, Sophie exclaims, rushing to hug them both. How was the honeymoon? Bella joins the group hug, her blue bikini slightly damp. We missed you both, though I hope you didn't miss us too much, she adds with a wink.
Girls, we need to check something. Do you have any pregnancy tests lying around? Sophie asks, her voice trembling. Girls, we need to check something. Do you have any pregnancy tests lying around? Sophie asks, her voice trembling slightly with anticipation.
Don't look so shocked, darlings. The sea works in mysterious ways, remember? Bella Mom quips, trying to lighten the mood.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Sophie squeals, her eyes wide with excitement. Bella, quick! Get the test from the bathroom! On it, Bella calls out, already dashing towards the bathroom. Who would have thought we'd be doing this for our moms?
Girls, Sophie Mom's voice wavers as she emerges, test in hand. It's positive.
Bella Mom appears moments later, her eyes wide. Mine too. It's red. Where? We're pregnant.
Holy seashells! We're going to be big sisters, Sophie exclaims, her voice a mix of shock and joy. The sea really does work in mysterious ways, Bella says, laughing in disbelief. I guess those pregnant mermaid murals were more prophetic than we thought.
Wait a minute. Sophie Mom interrupts, her eyes widening. If the sea's magic is at work here, do you think? Could it be possible that we're all...
Oh my darling, you don't suppose? Bella Mom trails off, her wit momentarily stunned into silence.
Holy kelp! Bella, we should check too! Sophie exclaims, her adventurous spirit kicking in. I mean, if our moms can get pregnant from sea magic, who's to say we can't?
Well, this is certainly not how I expected our underwater adventures to turn out. Bella quips, her trademark quit returning. But I'm game if you are, love.
Girls, remember, whatever happens, we're all in this together, Sophie Mom says warmly, true to her sunny nature.
Indeed. Though I must say, this puts a whole new spin on our family tree. Bella Mom adds with a wry smile.
Guys? Sophie calls out, her voice trembling slightly. I think we might need to invest in a bigger coral reef. Well, darling, it looks like we're in this together, Bella says, her voice a mix of shock and amusement, as she too reveals a positive test.
Oh my goodness. This is incredible. Sophie Mom exclaims, her cheerful nature shining through despite the shock.
Well, ladies, it seems we've stumbled into quite the unique situation. Bella Mom quips, her wit fully recovered. I suppose this gives new meaning to the phrase, it takes a village.
So, let me get this straight. Or should I say, let me get this gay, Sophie giggles, her penchant for humor shining through. We're all pregnant, with each other's babies?
Leave it to us to turn a simple honeymoon into a magical, multi-angeronal pregnancy pact, Bella remarks dryly. The sea certainly has a flair for the dramatic, doesn't it?
Oh, this is going to be such an adventure. Sophie Mom beams, her eternal optimism shining through. Just think of all the gardening tips I can share while we're all pregnant together.
Well, darlings, I suppose our travels will be put on hold for a bit, Bella Mom muses. But who needs world tours when we're about to embark on the wildest journey of... Well, darlings, I suppose our travels will be put on hold for a bit, Bella Mom muses. But who needs world tours when we're about to embark on the wildest journey of all synchronized sea goddess pregnancies?
Oh my gosh, this is wild! We're like a pregnant pod of dolphins! Sophie exclaims, her eyes widening with excitement. Wait, do you think our babies will have fins? Darling, I think we're a bit beyond fins at this point, Bella quips, raising an eyebrow. We might want to start looking into underwater cribs and kelp diapers.
Oh, this is so exciting. We can have synchronized swimming prenatal classes. So, Fee Mom gushes, her eternal optimism shining through. And think of all the sea-themed baby showers we can throw.
Well, ladies, it seems we've stumbled into quite the unique situation, Bella Mom muses, her wit fully recovered. I suppose this gives new meaning to the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. Or in our case, an entire coral reef.
Wait. If we're all pregnant with each other's babies, does that make us our own grandmothers? Sophie asks, her brow furrowing in confusion. Oh, love, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Or should I say that whirlpool? Bella chuckles, shaking her head. I think we've got enough on our plates without adding existential crises to the mix.
Girls, we need to focus on the important things, Sophie Mom interjects, her gardening instincts kicking in. Like how we're going to grow enough seaweed to satisfy all our pregnancy cravings.
And here I thought our family vacations were adventure enough, Bella Mom quips, her eyes twinkling with mischief. Now we're going to be navigating morning sickness and mood swings in perfect harmony. It's like synchronized swimming, but with more pickles and ice cream.
Ooh! Does this mean we get to have underwater baby showers? With real showers? Ooh! Does this mean we get to have underwater baby showers? With real showers? Sophie giggles, her imagination running wild. We could invite all the fish. Darling, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Bella says, trying to maintain some semblance of sanity. Though, I must admit, the idea of an octopus as a nanny is oddly appealing. 8 arms would certainly come in handy with diaper changes.
Oh, this is going to be such a wonderful adventure. So, Fee Mom beams her cheerful nature shining through. We'll be the talk of the 7 seas.
Well, my dears, I suppose we should start planning for our new arrivals, Bella Mom says, her practical side emerging. Though I never thought I'd be designing a nursery with coral cribs and anemone mobiles.
Wait a minute. How are we going to fit all these babies? Our current home barely has enough room for the 6 tuplets.
Oh, seashells. You're right, darling. We're going to need a bigger shell.
Oh, house hunting underwater. How exciting. We could find a lovely coral mansion or maybe a sunken ship.
Well, I suppose we should start our search before we all become as big as whales. Wouldn't want to get stuck in any doorways, now would we?
Look at that giant clam over there. It could be perfect for the nursery.
Darling,
Oh, what about that love?
darling, I'm not sure the babies would appreciate being pearls in a clam. Though it would make feeding time easier.
Oh, what about that lovely kelp forest? We could weave the fronds into rooms.
As charming as that sounds, I'm not keen on living in a salad. Let's keep looking, shall we?
Oh my gosh, is that what I think it is?
If you're thinking it's a massive, abandoned underwater research facility that looks suspiciously like it could house multiple families and their offspring, then yes, it is what you think it is.
It's perfect. Look at all those windows for my underwater garden.
Well, it certainly has character, and hopefully fewer leaks than our current abode.
Can we go inside? Pretty please with the sea anemone on top? All right, love. But let's be careful. We don't want to disturb any squatters or get eaten by a giant squid.
Oh, look at this kitchen. We could make so many kelp smoothies here.
Tama nga sinabi ni Panay, magkikita ka kami dun ni Raymond.
And these labs could be converted into nurseries. Though we might want to chill-droop those chemical storage units.
Nandun lahat. Siyado ko yung sa wala dun eh.
This is amazing! We could have underwater dance parties in here. Well, it seems we've found our new home. Now we just need to figure out how to move in without alerting the entire ocean to our presence.
Hindi ka nakakain. Ano na kakainin mo? Ay, wala na. Lahat sila. Kami eh. Lahat sila kain na. Lahat sila. Uli na dito kasi.
Wait, we can't just move in without a proper housewarming party. We need to invite all our sea friends.
Darling, perhaps we should focus on the actual moving part first. Unless you plan on serving our boxes as appetizers.
Oh, I could make kelp-wrapped everything. Kelp-wrapped cribs, kelp-wrapped baby bottles.
As appetizing as that sounds, Mom, maybe we should start with the essentials. Like, making sure this place won't implode on us. Hey, I found a room full of old diving suits. We could use these for the baby's first surface trip.
Sweetie, I don't think those are rated for infant use. Or this century, for that matter.
Well, I found something useful. A whole room of water filtration systems. At least we won't...
Pagmamahal din sa magulang. Ano talaga? Mabili eh. Hindi kasi dun sa magulang. Walang pagpapala. Kung wala siya, penyo, lahat ang nandiyan.
And I've discovered a greenhouse. It's a bit overgrown, but think of all the sea vegetables we could grow.
Madami kasi eh. Madaming istorya yung pinover nun eh. Yung namatay.
This is really happening, isn't it? We're going to raise our babies here in this amazing underwater wonderland. It is, love. Though I'm still not entirely sure how we're going to baby-proof those chemical cabinets.
Yung pala yung tatay niya, may regret din sa buhay kasi hindi sila sarili niya kaya namatay yung asawa niya.
Well, we could always seal them off with coral. It worked wonders for keeping Bella out of the cookie jar when she was little.
Akala niya doon matutupad yung ano niya, pangarap niya, Norway. Eh kaya yung mga anak niya, doon lumaki sa Manila. Nung may sakit na yung nanay.
Oh, speaking of coral, we should definitely have a coral-themed nursery with little fish mobiles and seashell cribs.
Mom, you're a genius! We could make this place the most magical underwater home ever!
Yun yung pinag-rebelde. Kaya nung magka-college na,
All right. Before we get carried away with decorating, maybe we should start actually moving our stuff in. The practical things like clothes, food, and, I don't know, our children?
Bella's right. Let's head back and start packing. And maybe recruit some friendly octopi to help with the heavy lifting.
And we could ask the dolphins to be our moving truck. They'd love that.
This is going to be the best move ever! Race you back home! Last one there has to pack the seaweed collection! Oh, you're on. And don't think I've forgotten about your extensive shell collection, Missy. joy. Lucky me. At least I won't have to deal with your shell collection's sharp edges.
Ano puro pogi? Alam mo, San Miguel eh. Ganda. Walang pogi.
There you are. We've started without you. Sophie, darling, do you really need all these seashells?
Laki ng hangin pitch.
Of course, each one has a memory attached. Like this one, from our first date.
Speaking of memories, I found this old photo album. Look at baby Bella and her mare baby Unsi.
Mom! I thought we agreed those photos were to be buried in the deepest trench. Oh no, these are definitely coming with us. Our kids need to see how adorable their mama was.
Oo, parang gano'n. Tapos sinusundo sa kanya, single lang.
Girls, have you seen my collection of rare algae samples? I swear I left them by the coral bookshelf.
Oh, those slimy things. I may have used them to wrap some fragile items.
Parang sa iglesia mo yun. Di ba?
You what? Those were part of my life's work.
Kahit unong gapo, kaya umuplay ng buko nito eh. Gano'ng karaming bukuan.
Don't worry. We'll replant them in our new underwater garden. It'll be a... Don't worry. We'll replant them in our new underwater garden. It'll be a living museum.
Dahil naman kami talaga.
Speaking of gardens, has anyone seen my kelp fertilizer? We're going to need it for the new greenhouse.
Oh, I thought that was a new type of hair mac. I may have tried some.
Opo, may ticket tayo. Kaya tayo nakapunta doon dahil may ticket eh.
You know, I'm going to miss this place. It's where we fell in love, where we became a family.
Hey, we're not leaving those memories behind. We're just making room for new ones.
Buksan niyo ang ilaw.
That's right. And think of all the adventures waiting for us in our new home.
Plus, we'll have so much more space for family dinners. I can't wait to try out new seaweed recipes.
As long as it's not Kelp surprise again, Mom. I think we've all had enough surprises for one lifetime.